But okay, I'm going to do a quick video because this is something I get really regularly on my Snapchat Q&A. So if you're not following my Snapchat, BrianK019, head over there, check out my Snapchat. I open it every day, Monday to Saturday for an hour where you can ask me questions back and forth. But basically people are asking me, how do you calculate your maintenance calories? So your maintenance calories is basically the amount of calories you need to eat just to stay the same weight. So understanding that, I'm not a massive fan of actual counting every calorie in every single meal, but understanding the fundamentals like your calorie maintenance is crucial regardless of what your protocol is on trying to build muscle, burn body fat, whatever it is. You got to understand the amount of calories that your body's taking in. You know, I'm not a big fan of people counting them, but yet I count them for my online programs and for people I work with because I need to understand how many calories are coming in because I have a good idea of what's going out. Because at the end of the day, it's basic fundamentals, it's math, calories in, calories out is going to have an effect on your body when you're trying to build muscle or lose body fat. So your maintenance is the amount of calories you need to stay the same weight. So for example, my maintenance, say for example, is 2,500 calories. If I eat 2,500 calories every day, I will stay the exact same weight and my body in theory should stay pretty similar in terms of body composition. Your basic metabolic rate then is normally the main calculation that you'll do. So it's the amount of calories you need just to function as normal and stay the same weight. I can't remember the exact percentage, but I think it's 70, possibly 80% that your vital organs in your brain will use up the majority of the energy of the food you eat. So then you have to add on different calories depending on your goals for muscle building, losing body fat, training, all of that. The calories you add to that will be very much dependent on what your specific goals are. But understanding that your vital organs in your brain take, I think it's 80%. I can't remember the exact percentage, but your brain will take the majority of those calories. So that's why when you diet down, your brain gets fucking stupid because your body's using those calories elsewhere and you're not getting enough brain glucose, glycogen in the brain, and that's why you can get a bit stupid when you drop your body fat too low. That's what kind of happens to like competitors or photo shoot people. When they drop it really low, their brain doesn't react as quickly. Like I found even when I used to drop that low, I used to have to reread the same books because I couldn't remember what was in them. Because your retention and everything is just not great, because obviously when your fat is low, the fat in your brain is low, the glucose and glycogen is low, you've nothing there to pull energy for your brain. So you don't retain information as well. So what you want to do is calculate your maintenance calories, your BMR. What I normally use is just a normal basic BMR. You Google BMR calculator, they're all within 200-300 calories of one another. Again, there's no exact science because the reality is everybody's metabolism is different. The amount of muscle you have, the expenditure you have to what you do during the day, everyone's is going to be different. So like if you hear a coach or somebody saying you need to eat 2,200 calories because you're burning 1,900 calories, it's not technically that the case because there's so many other things that come into consideration. So you can hit it within a ballpark and have a good idea. You know, obviously if your maintenance is 2,000 calories and you want to lose weight and you're eating 5,000 calories, you're not going to fucking lose weight. You're probably going to put on a lot of weight. So that's something to keep into consideration. But calculate your BMR and then basically whatever your goals are, schedule your program around that. So for example, in my online program, again, my new online program, I've expanded my online program. So from the 7th of November, it's going to be very similar to my GA where anyone that signs up, it's going to be specific to you. So there's going to be like different variations. I've got nearly 20 variations of the program right now. I've been working on it for about 4 months. So depending on your goals, you'll have a different version of the program. So the maintenance calories and stuff will be very much different depending on each person's goals. So if your calories, will keep it at 2,000. If your calories is 2,000 to stay the exact same weight, you want to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight. You want to be in a calorie surplus where you're eating more calories than 2,000 to gain muscle. Again, you can get into a deficit through training and diet, or you can get into a deficit through diet, or you can get into a deficit through training. You know, you can do it all three ways. So if fat loss is your goal, you want to be, my personal favorite way of doing it is keeping you around maintenance or slightly above and then dropping you into a calorie deficit through training. That way you tend to hold more muscle. And when I say muscle, I don't mean jacked muscle. I mean you hold more muscle, lean muscle in your body. Muscle is really lean, which keeps your metabolism elevated, which means you can eat more calories, which means that nothing slows down metabolically. It's like when you go into like these diets that are 600 calories or whatever it is, you fuck up all your hormones that regulate hunger, your ghrelin, your leptin, and insulin to a degree. So you don't want to mess up those hormones. But when you keep your calories high, that doesn't happen. So it means that you can get a steady body fat drop continuously, because you're getting your deficit from training, which is You know, you constant. When you drop to 800 calories or 1,000 calories or whatever it is, when you drop too low on below 1,000 calories, mainly below 1,000 calories, you're going to start shutting down hormones. It means that you'll lose the body fat quickly and it'll come off, but then you'll either plateau and need to do a lot to hold it there, or you'll fucking rebound back the other way. Whereas if you do it this way and keep it around maintenance or slightly above or slightly below, and get into your deficit from training, you're going to be able to eat more food, which means you're not going to disrupt hormones. It means you're going to keep your metabolism higher because you'll have your protein and amino acids higher, which means you can do it continuously and still lose body fat the right way and keep it off for good. That's why when you see transformations on my page, those people have kept it off and have done more since, because that was the goal. It's to get your body fat down and then keep it off. You know, I could drop anybody down in 6-8 weeks to a crazy number, but then you could fucking rebound back. That's no good, and I don't give a shit. I don't want that for people. You know, I want to be able to show you how to get down, hold it, and then continue it yourself long after. That's a lot of my principle, and the online program is based on that. So what you want to do is calculate your maintenance calories and then eat your amount of calories you take in around that. You know, if it's 2,000, you want to be either at 2,000 or slightly below or slightly above. Get it from training. If you're trying to build a lot of muscle, you want to be 400, 500, 600 calories above your maintenance. Even more if you're a hard gainer. It varies person to person. It's trial and error. Someone that's a hard gainer is really naturally skinny with a fast metabolism, you may need to go 3 times your maintenance. You know, it really varies person to person, and getting everything in place with it. So your training program, your supplements, your meal timings, everything all in place around your calculating your maintenance calories. It is as simple as calculating your calories and eating below that or above that to gain weight or lose weight, but in terms of body composition and how well you look, it's getting everything in place. Your training program, your nutrition, your meal times, your supplements, everything. So I hope this video helps. Please like and share the page. I'll be replying to comments for the next 24 hours.